Oh, praise Yah, it worked. Short class. Sometimes when they're short, though, it turns into over. This is supposed to be a short class. Let's try this again. Well, I can understand. Mom, you want to pray?
Oh my God. We thank you for your presence today. Grounding us with your love. For this time that you've given us and to listen to your word and hear what you have to say to us. Open Steve's mouth and our hearts and our ears to listen. You have to say to us during this time.
Why we lack understanding. Sorry, I can't get it any bigger. I don't know why it's not working, but let's start with here. It might be very quick. We're not going to have the homework phase. I'm going to go over it just in case someone wants it. Proverbs 4:5-7. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline thy words from of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get an understanding. He commanded them that they should tell no one the things they had seen till the Son of Man had risen from the dead. All right. Now remember, this is entitled Why We Lack Understanding, because it says to get understanding. And so that's what Mark 9:9 is all about. So as his Talmidim were commanded, you should also say nothing until the Son of Man has risen in you. Until the life of the risen Messiah so dominates you that you truly understand what he taught while here on earth. When you grow and develop the right condition inwardly, the words Yeshua spoke became so clearly that you are amazed you did not grasp them before. In fact, you were not able to understand them before because you had not yet developed the proper spiritual condition to deal with them. So we have a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense, and we really should not be speaking on those matters until we have understanding. Especially when someone else is in that place and they're not in that place. It's a very dangerous place to be. You'll be talking about stuff you don't even understand. All right. Our Lord doesn't hide these things from us, but we are not prepared to receive them until we are in the right condition in our spiritual life. This is why a lot of preachers' children wild out, because they hear things way before their time sometimes. I would hope Elijah didn't have a lot of that. I have actually gone out of my way not to do that and let him grow on his own instead of force feed him. Now, he probably still thinks I crammed some stuff down his throat, which I'm sure I did, but to the what the normal is for most preachers, from what I know, it's not even close. All right. Yeshua said, I still have many things to say to you, but you cannot bear them now. John 16:12. We must have a oneness with his risen life before we are prepared to bear any particular truth from him. Do we really know anything about the indwelling of the risen life of Yeshua? The evidence that we do is that his word is becoming understandable to us, so we actually understand what he's saying. Elohim cannot reveal anything to us if we don't have his spirit, and our own unyielding and headstrong opinions will effectively prevent Elohim from revealing anything to us. So a lot of times we don't know more, and it has nothing to do with anyone else. It's just us. Our personal walk with him, he won't show us because we can't even handle it. Our insensible thinking will end immediately once his resurrection life has its way with us. Tell no one. But so many people do tell what they saw on the Mount Transfiguration, their mountaintop experience. They have seen a vision, they testify to it, but there is no connection between what they say and how they live. Their lives don't add up because the Son of Man has not yet risen in them. How long will it be before his resurrection life is formed and evident in you and in me? All right. So a lot of times, God is amazing. He'll show us where we're headed. But he doesn't always tell us what it's going to take to get there. if Yah said to Elijah, someday you're going to play basketball, and he would have told him all the crap he had gone through up until this point, he probably said, no, thank you, I'll play football. Right? If you would have known up front everything that the coaches were going to do and everything else, and all the work that you did, would you have been like, maybe not? I know I wouldn't. If he starts showing me all the stuff I was going to go through in ministry to become, I would have been like, I'll pass. Right? I took it on, but I wasn't ready for it. My character wasn't strong enough to deal with some things yet. He had to build that into me. Right? If you have an idol, he has to remove the idol out of your life. I'm going to use Elijah since he's here. If idol worshiped basketball and it was an idol to him, he can't expect for Yah to bless him in that area unless he allows him to work that idol out of him, and then he can use him to glorify him in the midst of all of that. So this is what I'm talking about. You have to wait sometimes, and a lot of times why you wait is because you're just not ready. Because if you're not ready, you get involved with something, it will destroy you. Too much truth in the wrong time will destroy you. So he holds it back and gives it in pieces. All right. Too much. If he would have told me how much my life was going to change when I met him, it would have been too much for me at that time. I was just trying to stop my mind from wanting to be a gangster, or stop my mind from wanting to sleep around. Now, you're going to tell me all this other stuff? You know, the slightest word change and when I'm speaking may cause people to leave the congregation. I would have been like, y'all nuts. That's what I would have said. All right. Now I can deal with it. But then it would have been too much. So he waited until our relationship with him got stronger and I can handle it. All right. So sometimes that's why we wait. So if you ever wanted to do homework, at least food for thought, what things has Elohim revealed to you about your destiny that you should not be sharing or operating in until the appointed time? Would anyone like to share? What has God revealed to you about your destiny that you should not be sharing with some people sometimes?
Because they're not ready to handle.
They can't handle it. If I told people when I was a assistant pastor that I was called to be a shaliach, they would have rebuked the snot out of me because they saw me as an assistant pastor. That's not how Elohim saw me. Right? So that's right. When I got my calling, I saw certain things that I know or what a shaliach does now. I saw that at the beginning. He showed it to me. But the process from there to here, and actually where I'm still going, all the steps in between, I see people that were like bishop. I see people that say pastor. Some people say minister. Hey, there's that headspin guy, the breakdance guy. They remember where they encountered you at. They don't see the big picture. It is how we are with God sometimes. He has to come and reveal himself in a new way to us because we've only seen him as this. And he shows up and you're like, think about when Yeshua came walking on the water to his Talmidim in the middle of the night. They thought he was a ghost. They thought he was a demon. Right? That's what T-Bone sings, and in one of his rap songs says, so he can speak through a donkey, but he can't speak through hip-hop. Right? Like, you guys crazy? Right? When gospel hip-hop showed up, a lot of people hated it. Called it all kinds of stuff, and it was based off of the fact that God was coming a different way, and they just didn't recognize him. Right? So sometimes that's what happens. It comes a different way at you, and you're like, I ain't know all that.